Hey, all right, everybody. Look, I got another box. Right, okay then. What is in this box? Well, you can see on the box that it says Engwe, and it's called the Engwe P275. It's a step through, and it's got a mid-mount motor. So it's not a usual hub motor, it's a mid-mount motor. So let's unbox it, have a look what's inside. There is another box inside this box. So we'll have a quick look inside the little box, and then I'll get the bike by here so we can have a good peek at it. Right, okay, let's have a quick peek what's inside this box. So we'll just open this one up and have a look inside there. We've got the pedals as usual, there they are there. We've got a little toolkit. That will be the charger in that box there. Just open it up and have a look quickly. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what's in there, like that. See what kind of ampage the charger is. So the charger is a 42 volt, 3 amp hour charger. So there we go. So let's put that to one side there. We've got the instructions. We've got some extra cable clips. We've got a device there, which I don't know what that is yet, so we'll look at that a bit later. And in here, I think, is my favourite bell. Yes, it is. That is my favourite bell. I'll show you. I don't know if I can show you why now. There we go. Fantastic bell. Anyway, that's what's in that box. Okay then, so here it is, the Engwe P275. Now, when I unboxed it, there are a few things that you've got to do to put the bike together. So let's just go through that quickly. The handlebars, this stem is turned around this way, so you've got to turn it around, put the handlebars on. You've got to put this front mudguard on. You've got to put the front wheel on. In the back here, the rear mudguard, you've got to put these like things here on. You've got to put this on, this rear rack, that's separate, and the pedals you've got to put on as well. And you've got to insert the seat, and the seat post is on a quick clamp. It's actually got a bolt going through. Now, it is a mid-mount motor. You can see there's a mid-mount motor right there, and it is quite a tall bike. You can see the seat. I think the seat on its lowest position, this has sort of got like a quick release thing here. Now, I got to have it on the lowest position because I'm not that tall. Well, I'm sort of average height, I'd say. I'm 1.78 meters or 5'10", and you can see where that seat is coming up on me. So it is quite a tall bike, so keep that in mind. So let's have a little look around the specs and see exactly what it is with this e-bike, because it looks good. Right, okay, let's start with the handlebars and see what's going on. So first of all, we've got Tektro, hydraulic brakes, front and rear, and then we've got the display there, with the little sort of settings and stuff, and then the front light. So it has only got a front light built in, and I'll show you about the back light. It does come with a back light, but I'll show you that a little bit later on. Then over to this side here, like I said, it's got another Tektro brake, and it's got a 9-speed SHIMANO. So it's actually got 9 gears, which is good. So that's exactly what the handlebars look like. There we go across there. So on the P275 step-through version, the motor's called Ananda. It's classed as a 250 watt, but it has got quite a big torque number. The torque number is 70 Newton meters. Now 70 Newton meters should get you up most big hills. It's got the gears in the back, 9-speed, so it should be fine. But I'll be testing that soon when I get out on the old open road. Right, okay, like I said earlier, I'm 1.78 meters or 5'10", and you can see with me sitting on it, the seat is in this lowest position, and you can see where my foot is there. My foot is sort of slightly tiptoed. The seating position is quite nice. I can grab the handlebars. You can move these backwards and forwards, these handlebars. This is a fixed stem. I think I would like to have seen one of them adjustable stems that comes up and down, because you know the ones with an angle, because then you could slightly bring them up or put them down. That would be a nice sort of add-on, I expect, but it's cheap enough to get another one of them. That's the only sort of thing I'd say I'd change on this bike, is you could do with a sort of, you know, if you wanted to lift them up and down slightly, just give you a little bit more flexibility. Now, the one thing missing on this e-bike, I don't know if you've noticed already on the handlebars, there is no thumb throttle or twist throttle or any type of throttle at all. It's all going to go through on the pedal assist. Now, we'll find out what the pedal assist is like. It has got quite a few settings on here to go through. So when we get out on the open road, we'll have a look at the settings. We'll see what it feels like. But anyway, I think we've had a look around. There's a couple more things I want to just show you before we go out on the open road. So let's have a quick look at them, and then we will get out on the open road. So the wheel size is 27.5 inches and the tyres are 2.4 inches wide. So that's a nice tyre and wheel setup. And it's got Tektro brakes, like I said earlier. They're hydraulic and the discs on here are 180 on the front and the rear. Okay, so if I hold down the light button on this controller here, like so, the light should come on. And there we go. It's a twin light setup. It looks quite bright. It's shining quite bright even in the daytime. Now, the rear light is, I'll try and show you here. This confused me for a bit because I was like, well, where does this rear light go? And what you do is you press it there like that, and that's the light there, and it will flash if you press that again. So I'm actually pressing the actual light itself, this bar here. Press it again and it goes off. Now, it took me a while to find out where it went, but I'll show you where this goes now. Right, okay, we're at the back of the seat here. I don't know if you can see there. There's this little plastic thing here. It's got some writing on it. I don't know if the camera's going to focus, but I'll just pop that out now, like so. Just give it a push. I think I can push it out like that. And it went flying. And then this light here now, I don't know if you can see that there. That has got to go in there. So let me just check which way that goes. I'm sure it's going to go upright like that. I'm trying to show this the best way I can. You just give that like that. Give it a little pushy push. I'll try and push it in. It's a bit hard to squeeze that part in there. So let me just put the camera down. Right, okay, there we go. That's pushed in. So that's where the rear light goes that comes with the bike. The battery's housed in here, if you haven't guessed yet. And if you want to charge it up, there is a little flap here. So that's the charging port on that side there. And on this side here, if I pull that out there, that's where you insert the key to take the battery out. Let me get a better shot of that there. That's where you put the key in there to take the battery out to charge it. If you want to charge it in the house, we've got a rear rack by here. And it does, what does it say in the back of there? It says maximum 25 kilograms. So that's the rear rack there as well. Right, okay, here we go, up the hill, the old hill tests, here we go. We're at the sort of bottom of the hill at the moment. Now I'm in gear 5, I'm in gear 5 at the moment, and I've got it on boost, which boost is the full assist. If I turn it down to, it does go down to eco, and that gives you a little bit of assist, but for the hill test, we need it on full power. So let's go up here then. Right, so at the moment, it's going up here in gear 5, and it's quite easy actually. It is quite a lot of torque. Now, obviously, if I go down the gears, it's going to give me more torque. So let's go down one extra gear, like so, and there we go. And it does feel very easy going up this hill. You wouldn't get puffed out at all, really. But when we get to the steep bit, I'll go down a few more gears, and we'll see what it's like. But anyway, if you've seen my videos before, I got lots of videos on here of going up here on this hill. This is the hill test I always use. And I'm going to go through the tunnel in a minute. And then on the way back down the hill, we'll do a brake test. And we got Tektro brakes with 180mm discs, so it should be pretty good. Right, okay, here comes the steep part. I'm in gear 3, so I'm not in the biggest cog yet. And it does feel quite easy. They said it's 70 Newton meters of torque, and it does feel like it's quite torquey. I've got it on, like I said, the boost setting. Let's put it in gear 2. And it is really easy. You're hardly touching it at all. So, I mean, if I put it down into eco mode, then it's going to give you a workout. I mean, this bike it is a lot like a normal bike. It does feel very normal bike-like, if you know what I mean, with 27.5-inch wheels. It's quite light as well, even though it's got a 19.2 amp hour battery in the back, 36 volts. The bike still feels quite light. It still feels quite nimble. Anyway, let's carry on up this hill. Now, in the beginning of the video, I have said that the seat is quite high, so if you're very short, I don't think it's going to suit you. It's for a taller rider. I'd say I've got a particularly short leg. For a 5'10" man, I've got a particularly short leg and a long body, so it's a bit peculiar for bike riding with having that sort of body shape. I prefer to have a, well, 50-50 split, if you know what I mean, but I think I got like a 29 to 30 inch inside leg, 30 at that push. So I've got a slightly shorter leg than the normal 1.7 meter person, but it does fit me quite well. I mean, my knee's not coming up too high, so that's good. I'll put the camera up in a minute so you can see, have a look down at me and see what it looks like. But it does feel nice and torquey. It's not a speed machine because I'm actually pedaling up this hill. There is no throttle, but as you can see, I've gone up this hill, I'm out of breath. My heart's not racing. It's nice. It's very, very nice. So let's stop by here and have a look at the bike. Right, okay, if you haven't seen my videos before, this is the hill I've come up. I've said before, hills don't show on camera very well, but it is a hill. And you can see the mountain going up that way up there. So it is a hill, and I'm going to keep going up to the top of that hill there. But there's the bike there. The light is on in the back there. I must have pressed that when I was sitting down. So let's turn that off there. Let's just turn that off. And the motor is lovely and quiet. I don't know, but you probably couldn't hear it because it is a nice quiet motor, and it has got plenty of torque. It does feel like a nice bike. I would say this seat is it's squishy. It is squishy. It's a bit firmer as it gets to the front, but it's not too bad at all. And then if you look at the display here, I don't know if you can see the display from there. There we are, that's a good angle there. I've got it in boost mode. So let's go down to the bottom thing there, Eco. So it starts off in Eco. There's a little sort of bar thing there going up, and it shows you in all different colours. So it's quite nice. So Eco, then you've got Tour, then you've got Sport, and then you've got Turbo, and then last of all, Boost. And obviously, I'm going to have it in boost mode. But when you go up hills, you would have it in boost mode, wouldn't you? And there are a few different settings. I can see there that it's got a walk mode. I don't know if you can see the picture there. It's a picture of walking with the bike. But I think if you hold that there, it's got a walk mode function. So I'll try that. But when I pull off, before I go off, I'll press that and see if that works okay. So then there's up and down arrows there. Boost is the highest. And then on the side there, you've got your trip meters and stuff like that. Okay, that goes through all the settings. It's got quite a lot of different settings. So hang about, I did see there. Let me just go to the next time, average, max speed, power. What's that? High power. Let's have a look at that. Let's just leave it on that, and I'll see what if it says anything when I'm riding along. But I'll see what I don't know what I haven't looked through all the settings. But it's quite a nice looking bike. Now there is no front suspension. It's a solid fork in the front. There's a few different colours, so I'll put the different colours up on the screen over there somewhere, I suppose, is it? I'll put it over there. It does come different colours. Obviously, this is the matte black version. You have got a carrying thing on the back, and you have got a big battery. You've got a big battery, so you should be able to go quite a long distance. It should have a good range. 19.2 amp hours and a mid-drive should give you quite a long range. And let me just show you the gears at the back there. It is a 9-speed. And I was coming up in second gear, if you can see there. Second gear there, look. That's what I came up that hill in. And it was easy. Anyway, let's get back on the bike. It's enough waffling. Right, okay. I might as well do the brake test when I'm here. So I'll go up this hill a little bit. I usually come down the hill about 20 miles per hour. And I'll try the old brakes. Now, I've already felt the brakes, and they do feel pretty good because they are Tektro brakes with 180mm discs. So I'm expecting it to be rather nice. And what I mean by nice is you don't have to pull the brakes extremely hard to get good braking force. And that is the difference between good hydraulic brakes and cable brakes. So let's turn around by here, like so. Make sure there's no cars coming. Try and get up to speed. Here we go there. Let's get some speed up. Hey, right, okay then, here we go. Come down the hill, I'm going to pull the brakes any minute now. I am going a little bit fast, but here we go. Whoa! I was going too fast then. I was going way too fast. Let me tell you, the brakes are good. I think I was going about 25 miles per hour then. The brakes were locking up, so I let them off a little bit. Let me just tell you, the brakes work. They absolutely work fantastic. You don't have to pull them hardly at all to get the brakes to lock up the wheels. Ooh, I nearly had an accident then. It was a bit wibbly wobbly. But anyway, let's go up the rest of the hill. Right, okay, so the brakes do work extremely well. As you can see by there, I only touched them and things all locked up and I went a bit wibbly wobbly. And talking of wibbly wobbly, you're probably on wobbly cam because I got it extended right up so you can see me pedaling. So I've got the camera right up by there and you should be able to see me pedal along with my legs up a big massive hill, and it's a piece of cake. It is easy. I do like mid-mount motors because they do give you they utilise the gears in the back of the bike, so it does make it easier to get up hills. You get a little bit more torque. That, you know, the bigger the cog at the back, the more torque you're gonna get. So it is nice. It's nice and quiet. I do like it. Let's get up the top of the hill anyway and see if I'm puffed out or if I can still talk. And I think I won't be puffed out at all because this is lovely and easy. It's lovely. It is a very nice bike. And just to give you some sort of idea, I'm 84 kilograms and I've got it in the second gear, so the second biggest cog going up this hill by here, and it's extremely light on the legs. I mean, I could turn the power down. This is more like a bike, if you know what I mean. It's you could actually turn the power off and ride it as a bike as well. That's the kind of bike it is. I've noticed that the big 27.5-inch wheels and the thinner tyres, the rolling resistance is much less. So when you're on a flat and you pedal for a bit, it rolls quite far compared to the heavier fat tyre bikes. So the rolling resistance is quite easy to get the bike moving on your own power. Anyway, I'm almost at the top of the hill. Right, okay, top of the hill ends just by there. So this is almost flat by here now. So I've made it up the top of the hill. It was easy, it was lovely. Oh, I'll just show you as soon as I'm here. It is, it's bluebell time. It's bluebell time in the UK. So there's the bluebells. And if you can see there's a couple of rogue white bells. I don't know if you can see it there, look. A little cheeky little white bell in with the bluebells. But it is bluebell. It's the time of the year, middle of April. All the bluebells come out. And there we go. They all grow wild. There's bluebells everywhere. They're all down along this side of the path here. But anyway, let's look at this. Now I have put that on there just because, you know, I'm an older bloke, so I need a little bit of comfort. So I do have a gel seat handy whenever is a seat that's a little bit firm. I like to put a gel seat on. So this doesn't come with the bike. This is just what I've put on. But so far, this bike is good quality. That motor, I do like that motor there. I do like that motor. It's nice and quiet. It delivers torque really well. It's not like jolty. It comes in nice and smooth as well. The power delivery comes in nice and smooth. So I do like it. And like I said, I've shown you earlier on, it's got Atlas Shimano 9-speed gears in the back. And there's the Atlas gear changer there. And the Tektro brakes are very, very good. I don't know if I can get a closer shot of the actual brake calipers here. Let me just get the camera down a little bit lower. But that's the actual brake calipers there, look. Tektro ones. That's the one in the back there. You can see the speed sensor down by there somewhere, look. There's a speed sensor. And then there's the Tektro brakes in the front with the 180mm discs. So there we go. And it has got nice tyres. Like I said, the rolling resistance on this bike, it likes to glide along the road. It's easy to pedal without any power. But anyway, let's carry on with the ride. I think I'll go back down that way and somewhere else now. I don't know where I'm going to go. Let's have a look. I think I'll do another little brake test by here where I'm going a little bit slower, around about 18 miles an hour. I'll do a little brake test by here now. There we go. Oh, it does stop really well. I got to say, it does stop really well. That was a bit more controlled. Trying to jam the brakes on at 25 miles an hour is always a little bit precarious. But anyway, let's get down this hill. This bike really does freewheel well. It was doing about 30 miles an hour down the hill. I'm not pedaling at all. Bit windy, mind. Here we go through the tunnel. Hey! Oh. I think I'm going to stop and put my gloves on because My hands are getting a bit cold. Right, gloves on, hands warmed up. Like I said, I was coming down here about 30 miles an hour. So it's still a bit cold today. It's the middle of April. Well, it's almost the end of April. And the weather isn't the best. It's only 11 degrees Celsius today. Bit overcast. So the weather's not the best, but I'm still enjoying myself on this bike because it is good fun. I do like a mid-mount motor. But anyway, let's carry on down that way and to the right. Right, I'll just go through the settings. I'm in 5th gear and it's set to off, so I can just pedal it on my own. And like I said, it's so easy to pedal this bike. This is not power assisted at all. It's so easy to pedal this bike. So I'll put it in. The first setting is Eco, and that gives you just a little bit of assistance, not too much. This is when you're still doing the work yourself as well. So we'll go up to the next one. Next one's Sport, and you can feel that. You can feel that one now kicking in a lot easier. And then the next one up there is Turbo. Is a car trying to squeeze past me. Let's let the car come past. I'm in turbo mode, and that's giving me a little bit more power again. You know the score. And then up to boost mode. Boost mode is the most, and you can feel that coming in and kicking in quite a lot. But it's smooth. It feels smooth. The power's smooth. It's not like you're pressing the pedal and it's all at once. It comes in nice and smooth. And the more you press, the more it comes in. So it works very, very well. Another hill coming up. Let's see what it's like. Let's stay in the 5th gear. Let's stay in the 5th gear and see what it's like. I'm in boost mode, which is the most. Let's just see now. It's quite a steep hill. It doesn't show on camera. It's quite steep. And it's easy. It's so easy. I do like a mid-motor. I keep saying that. I got a feeling the range is going to be fantastic on this bike because a 19.2 amp hour battery and going through the gears at the back. The bike, it feels quite light. It rolls quite well. I think it's going to be quite a long distance e-bike with the battery. I think the range is going to be pretty good. All the links for this e-bike, the Engwe P275, will be in the description. So check out the description below because I'll leave all the relative information down in the description. Now, I thought I would miss the thumb throttle or the twist throttle. I thought I'd miss it, but I've been pedaling quite a lot, and I think that's a good thing in a way because with the thumb throttle or the twist throttle or whatever throttle you got, I do tend not to pedal at all. Let me get in a higher gear here because the throttle's there all the time. I do tend to press it a lot. Now this is sort of, it's making me move my legs a bit, which is quite nice. It's actually giving me a little bit of exercise. Not that I haven't got it. I have got it in the top mode. That's what I'm trying to say is I have got in the top mode going up hills and stuff. Now there's another big hill here. I might as well do another hill climb while I'm here because I am enjoying myself out on this e-bike. So this hill, I think this hill is steeper than the other one. So like I said, I got it in the boost mode, the top mode. I am just trying to show you. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm just showing you how easy it is to go up hills. Now this is a very, very steep hill. It is. Without assistance, I would be getting puffed out. I've been out for a while on this bike and the battery hasn't moved. It hasn't gone down any bars at all. And all I've been doing is hills. So you can see, like I said earlier, it's going to last a long time, this battery. 19.2 amp hours in a bike that rolls really easily, and you've got a pedal because you haven't got a thumb throttle, means that the battery's going to last a long time. But anyway, I think I'll go up the top of this hill, turn around and head back that way now. Right, okay, I thought I'd just show you where I am exactly. Have a look in the field by here. Look, it's that sheep having a nice bit of a rest, but there another sheep having a bit of a scratch. A lot of sheep in the fields. The lambs, there's a couple of lambs over there. Now, over there is a place called Llanbradach. I'll put it on the screen so you can see where I am in South Wales. And over that way down here is Ystrad. And further on over up that way, if you kept going that way, you'd end up in Nelson, somewhere over that way over there. Caerphilly is back that way. A couple of farmhouses down there. Now, there's the bike there. Now, if I come a bit closer and look up, I know this is a bike channel, but there's a bit of a history. up by here. There used to be a railway track going along here. You can see that the remnants of it where it passed through. There used to be a railway track going across here, and it used to go all the way down to Newport. So Caerphilly used to have a railway track running to Newport, but for some reason they got rid of it. So there we are. So that's where I am, and I'm going to head back down that way. Right, okay, so you might be asking me, well, I don't know if you were asking me or not, but you might be saying, what's the bike like without no front suspension? Well, let's go up here. Let's go and have a look what it's like. I'll go up here. Let's throw caution to the wind. Let's go a little bit off-road and see what it's like. Because, to be honest, I haven't noticed that there's no front forks suspension, and it doesn't feel much different to any other bike. But this is very bumpy. I got to say, this is very bumpy. But let's see if I can get up this hill. Now this is off-road and up a big hill, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to pedal up here or not, but we'll give it a go anyway. I wish it wasn't so bumpy though. Here we go. What's it like? It's actually alright, it's going up here okay. Let's see if I can get to the top of the hill. Bit of pedal power up here. Here we go. I think it's going to level off in a minute now, so it's helping me up here. It is helping me up here. There we go. Off-road. And up a mountain hill. So get to the top. Here we go. Whew. That's not too bad, was it? Well, actually, it was very bumpy. But here we are up the top. Let's stop up the top by here. Turn around and try and show you where I just came up. It's hard to sort of convey it on the screen, on the camera, but if I turn the bike around this way, it's so steep you can't even see where I came up from. I'm right down there. That's hell of a hill to come up. I am a little bit out of breath because that was very steep. And I mean very, very steep. So that just proves how good a mid-mount motor is with gears on the back. Anyway, I'm going to get my breath back. Right, okay then, there you go. The Engwe P275 with a 250 watt mid-mount motor with 70 newton meters of torque. And let me tell you, it has got 70 newton meters of torque because I just got up that big blinking hill and it was easy. Well, I say easy, it was a bit bumpy and it was very, very steep. But yeah, what a fantastic bike. It is a good bike, honestly. This mid-mount motor is good. I'll vouch for it. I know I haven't used it long term, but in the time I've had it and tested it out, it has got plenty of torque. I can guarantee that the torque is quite impressive. This statement is 250 watt. There's no thumb throttle. So this will be a completely legal e-bike in the UK. So if you're looking for a completely legal e-bike with no thumb throttle, 250 watt mid-motor, with all that torque in the back, then this is the bike to go for. Now, like I said, I did show you the size of the bike. The seat is a little bit high. So if you're a little bit shorter, you might struggle to get on this bike. But other than that, if you're a bit taller, this is a fantastic bike. It is quite light. It's not that heavy either. And yeah, I've enjoyed testing this e-bike. Now, if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ho-hoi!